When the arts and crafts teacher is ready to provide an illustrative example. I wish my substitute teacher was this cool. My teacher raises a picture of his own face to make sure no student is lost during the fire drill. Being both the art and literacy teacher means I can incorporate the book we're reading into our art project, and of course, we just had to make Harry Potter themed bookmarks. So I was wondering what my teacher's bottle said. My professor duct tapes her own mouth shut during presentations so she doesn't interrupt, distract, or intimidate the presenters. My history teacher's residential Pez collection. My school just got a ton of new iMacs. This is what they did with the boxes. Our chemistry teacher made the ceiling really cool. Deadpool has a really strange job on Halloween. A teacher who clearly loves his job. This teacher didn't have a laser pointer, but it was someone's birthday, so she just used the knife for the cake. Genius teacher. In our class, everyone who is done with their task can go to a room with video games and play. Professor's dog. Frustrated with the same old questions, my professor ripped off his shirt in the middle of lecture. My professor is Keanu Reeves. Went to go get help from a teacher, and this is what I found. My professor doesn't believe in laser pointers, so he uses a fishing pole with a foam finger attached, and I can't contain myself during lecture. My science teacher's desk is a fish tank. Every Friday during school, one of my substitute teachers dresses up in banana costume and sings a song about going bananas because it's Friday. My professor already lost his pointer. He's been using this the past couple classes. My face physically hurts from smiling so much today. I love teaching you guys. My professor, who's such a good soul. My teacher hand draws, writes memes and jokes every day. So my driver's ed teacher only has 3 fingers on his left hand and took advantage of it when he went to a museum. Spotted in the window of a biology professor office at a community college. Well done. My teacher said if the class could get an 80% test average on our first exam, he would dress up as Batman for a day. A pic from the day we got our test results back. Students were asking this professor if his shirt is missing a second part. My teacher is prepared for the plague. Newton's third law of motion, as demonstrated by my professor, a skateboard and a fire extinguisher. There is a student in class who likes to draw a cat of the day. One day that student wasn't in class, so the teacher drew one instead. My biology professor was wearing an awesome tie yesterday. My professor wore this today with no explanation. History professor teaches about the first man in space.
On a door in the health sciences building at school. After not taking attendance all quarter, my TA was out of town on exam day. This was the last question. My professor brought in a 10 megabytes hard disk from the 1960s. My teacher nailed his student's phone to the wall for using it in class 20 years ago. It's still there till this day. My high school art teacher's amazing Van Gogh costume. A theorem and a proof. Some wisdom from my physics professor. Our teacher told us to get in groups and practice these Shakespearean insults. I love English a lot more. My professor gets the internet.
A teacher at my school today. One of my old teachers does different costumes for her yearbook photo every year. Today was meme day at my old high school for homecoming week. I appreciate this science teacher even more now. Our professor wears his hat and cape every time he conducts an experiment. My math teacher's bored today. The coolest math teacher in town. See your teacher's yearbook photo and I raise you 2 years in a row. This college professor has been dressing up as Papa Smurf for Halloween for 5 years. My professor gave me a present today. My English teacher's new phone prison for naughty phones. All set for my meeting with the student that missed more than 30 classes this semester and emailed me to set up an appointment to talk about his grade. My professor exploding a hydrogen balloon looks like Defense Against the Dark Arts. Pictures of the day year 5. My mom is the cutest art teacher ever. She made a dress and had every one of her students draw one thing on the dress for her to wear. This was her at her students' art show tonight. I'm sobbing. My teacher put up a picture of himself on his door so it looks like he's in his office.